And I'd like to say good morning to everyone. This is James Mack, your man on the street, on the morning takeover. It's a wonderful day that we're having and that we have been receiving. And it's been a beautiful opportunity just to be alive and, and to be alive and well. This is the morning takeover once again on 92.7 FM WKRA. Amen. I'm trying to get my notes fail, everybody, but I want to thank everybody for coming and being a part of this broadcast we bring to you each and every morning, giving you an opportunity to get inspired and to get the information and inspiration. That's what we're all about, and we're grateful for the opportunity just to be here. Good morning to everybody that's listening on WKRA, and good morning to everyone that's on our streaming YouTube channel. We really thank you all for being here and for being supportive of what we do here this each and every morning at 9 a.m. Listen, this weather is really getting bad in our region, and the heat has died down, but we're looking for heat to come back soon. There's a cold front that's coming through the area. Around in the WKRA area in the Memphis, Shelby County, the Delta, and in DeSoto County. It says that it's a break from the heat this morning. A cold front brings clouds, rain, and some north winds. And finally, some cooler conditions for the Mid South. We're going to have some cooler weather here in the coming days and today. We're going to have brief breaks of clouds that would allow the temperatures to get near 90, but we might have some scattered showers and some possible thunderstorms. Nothing really serious. It's just going to be a cooler day, and we're still asking everyone, please, if you do travel, don't travel with the little people. Don't travel and leave them in the car or leave your pets in the car. It is still humid outside. It is still the humidity is high, and we got to be careful to look out for those of our relatives and our friends and those furry pets that we have. We got to look out for them. Right now at Olive Branch, it is 75. It is 74 in Oxford, and it is 77 at WKRA 92.7 on your FM dial over there in Holly Springs, in the Holly Springs, Memphis, Shelby County area. That's a little warmer over there for all of you. Listen, the RNC is in town in Milwaukee, and there seems to be a little bit of trouble that's going on and that's been brewing with their security forces and with those police officers that are patrolling. Now, at all conventions and major events, major national events like the inauguration, and for national events like the 4th of July and things like that. Well, the conventions are the same where there are police officers from different communities, cities that come and assist the main police departments in the whole city. So Milwaukee has asked for, and they do have assistance from other police departments from various cities. And some Columbus police officers from Columbus, Ohio, had an altercation where one of those officers from Ohio shot a man that was attempting to unalive a person with some kind of weapon or a knife. I wanted to look in deeper and see really what was really going on. And it seems like from the coverage on television, it really seemed like they were trying to bring the worst out in this city. Now, mind you, there's been some criticism of major cities like Chicago, New York, and various places, Atlanta, the bigger cities, Los Angeles, those places that have big populations, that they have bigger homeless populations. Milwaukee is a city that's not too far. I say maybe if you're driving good, maybe an hour and a half or something like that, or maybe a little bit longer. Somebody correct me in the chat if you know how far that is from Chicago to Milwaukee. Well, they're just like suburbs, almost. But they are a big city. They have a nice population. They have a good business business atmosphere. Was at one time the beer capital of the world was Milwaukee at one time, not St. Louis, but I know that they battle back and forth. The Schlitz Company and there's some other name brands that went out of business. My dad used to drink those beverages and things like that. So Milwaukee is on the face of the nation because of the Republican convention. And somebody says it's about an hour and a half from Chicago. You're probably right. I thank my friend for giving me that information. And it's just good to see all of you that are here. Thank you all for coming and thank you for supporting. I really do appreciate you all. Hey, Miss Sharon. Hey, y'all. I ain't gonna call all y'all names and everything. They see who's up there, but I wanted to see how this police department was, how this thing works. So there is an agreement that they have with the Milwaukee Police Department, these various police departments, to send manpower to help them with the convention because it's such a big event. And while they were preparing to go on duty, I think they were on bike duty. They had them on bicycles. They were in the park and they saw this confrontation between two people. And this one person had two instruments in his hands and was going after the other fellow. It was a true knife fight. So in seeing this, they told and giving instructions to the gentleman to put down his weapons. He did not listen to the officers. He didn't listen in enough time, and they used unalived force on this person. You know, urban cities are having problems, and the reason that I said, and I always say that we should vote and we should be able to express ourselves and we ought to do our civic duty, is that it's things like this. The local mayor was at the convention hall where the convention center was. This is a mostly Democratic city, and they were hosting this great event. And he was in doing an interview with a news station, and they thought he should know everything. And these are officers that are not a part of their jurisdiction or under their guidance, but under their supervision. So you have an incident come, they may not have experienced what Milwaukee has to experience or whatever, and this situation happened. And my condolences to the family of this young man that lost his life. But were the police wrong in this? Are they trigger happy? Are they wrong for doing what they were brought in to do, or did they jump to conclusions and just thought that everybody that they could have controlled the situation a little bit better, or if everybody was in that various community has a problem? I just want to know. I just want to know, and it's just really sad that that's going on in Milwaukee. They have the best. The convention is bringing millions of dollars to that community to help the community, and yes, it's a urban city, and they have their problems in most urban cities, and it's just sad to see that something like this had to happen around there in any place. Also, I was looking the other day, and I had yesterday I got an alert from the United Press International while I was off the air, and I saw where there was some breaking news, and I was rather surprised. And let me say to everybody, as I say all the time, that I am a person that can't tell you who to vote for. I can't tell you who to support. I can't tell you none of those things. That's not my job. I'm not. That's not what. That's not what I do. But what I will say is this: whether you are Republican or a Democrat, if you're wrong, you are wrong. You're wrong. And we're going to talk about Senator Menendez, the Democrat from New Jersey, that was just indicted and convicted. And he was indicted and convicted on these horrific financial charges. We're going to talk about him and see what he's been doing. And we're going to talk a little bit more about what happened at the convention, and also any other suggestions that you might have. You can give them. You if you're in our chat that we have on YouTube, you can submit your questions, your comments. You can speak and say hello and all those other things, and that we engage together. There are some things that we're doing to readjust. To readjust our show. So we're doing some things to get some of our technical difficulties that we have and a new look that we want to present and everything. So we're growing here on the morning takeover. This is James Mack, WKRA 92.7 on your FM dial. This is, as we said, this is the morning takeover. And we're just going to continue with the recent events that have happened, especially like I said on yesterday. Senator Bob Menendez, folks, and we might get through this after we come from our first break. Here it is. You got a man that has power. As you know, that in the United States Senate, the Senate is in control of the Democrats. They have a slim majority, and he's a part of it. This is a well-known, well-connected politician. He's a Democrat, and what they convicted him on was amazing. What they convicted him on was shocking to see what he had. But they, and it was just crazy, and I'm sitting there like, man, you mean to tell me Bob Menendez was doing all these things? They say Senator Bob Menendez has been found guilty on all counts in his federal corruption trial. The jury consisted of 6 women and 6 men from Manhattan, the Bronx, and suburban Westchester County. They reached their verdict after deliberating for probably up since Monday. They've been in there, so it wasn't really a long time that they were up in there. About 2 days they deliberated. They said Menendez, along with New Jersey businessman Fred De Beers and Wally Will Hanna, those are some gentlemen from the country of Egypt, face serious charges including bribery, extortion, wire fraud, and obstruction of justice. These convictions could result in decades of imprisonment for all of those defendants. He's looking at some serious jail time, because imagine this is what they found some things in his abode that would really shock you. I didn't think people really did these things. I didn't think people hide their money in the refrigerator and the freezer and all that stuff. But according to the report, it says prosecutors were presented with a case detailing how Menendez and his wife Nadine accepted various bribes such as cash, gold bars, and a Mercedes-Benz convertible in exchange for political favors. This alleged corruption spanned from the first date in early 2018 through their marriage in 2020. He got married then, and it says it continued after their home in Englewood Cliffs, New Jersey, was searched by FBI in 2022. During the search, the agents found, get this, $486,000 in cash, gold bars, and other identified items that were a part of the bribe. They gave this man a car. They gave him a car. Democrat now. Blue blood Democrat. Straight up vote everything with Democrats and everything. And he's a crook. He got convicted, I think 18 counts or so. 18. He got felonies on his head. He's just like Donald Trump. Okay, you convicted, you had the people's trust. You serving in the United States Senate right now, supposed to be serving and helping the people of the United States and of your territory, which is New Jersey, to bring infrastructure money and to bring funds and things to help small businesses and to take care of the needs of the state. And here you are, some people come to you, knock on the door, and give you you got all kind of goodies. You got all kind of cash. You got all this cash, gold bars, and they gave you a car. They looked out for you. It looks like it, but you violated the trust of the people. You violate the trust of the people, and we're going to get into this. We're really going to get into this, and I want to see what people have to say. They say, well, you're biased and you don't talk about the Democrats. Yeah, the Democrats are wrong. If you're wrong, you're wrong. I'm an independent thinker. I don't have to vote for you or go for you because of certain things. And I'm not trying to make this political, but I'm just trying to show you we need some real soul searching needs to be done. And it needs to be done on our country as our systems, whatever party you're from or whatever the case may be. We got some serious work to do with our government. Hey, listen, you're listening to the Morning Takeover on 92.7 WKRA, 92.7 FM. James Mack, your man on the street. We're going to take one quick break, and we'll be back in a little bit. You just stay tuned. I'll be right back. We're going to continue with this, with looking to see what they're doing.
You're listening to The Morning Takeover with Wisdom's Daughter and James Mack on 92.7 WKRA FM.
Your station for information and inspiration. Breaking news, current events, and trending stories on The Morning Takeover at 9.
And we're back. We're preparing to do some changes, and we're adjusting ourselves here at the Morning Takeover. The Morning Takeover is getting ready to get a uplift. Uplift, is it an uplift or is it a facelift? Facelift, that's what they call it. And and for those of you that are looking on our YouTube stream, you'll see the new logo and the new thumbnail that was created by someone wonderful. I'll let you know who that is. And I think that that's really nice of what that person has done. Listen, we're back talking about Senator Menendez and talking about how even through the Democratic Party, there are crooks on all sides. This man had all of these things that was in his possession: cash, gold bars. I saw the report on it, and he had ounces of gold that they gave to him. And they said throughout his nearly 2 months of 2 months of proceedings that they had, he said that the witnesses testified that Menendez shared unclassified insider information with Egyptian officials. They say this is unclassified information somehow that was going to be profitable to the Egyptian people. Contracts and beef exports, and it had to do with a lot of money. So it had something to do with, and the senator had the information. So in order for them to get the information, well, they got to one hand wash the other. And he gave that information that was unclassified, but it was still valuable information that if they wanted to pay that much. Are our politicians for sale? Are these people that swear and hold their right hand up and put their hands on the Bible or whatever book that they have, are these people really honest with what they're doing and what our money is? With our money, with what we do, taxation, I call it taxation without representation is not fair, as they say. I used to watch that Schoolhouse Rock thing, and it taught me about government real early. Are these the people that we sending to Congress are just out to get their pockets lined with everything that's happening around about us? We got to deal with. Now here we go over on this side, and nobody's hands are clean. They got some explaining to do. They're having the Republican convention, and they're there, and then now going to Chicago. I will be there. Your man on the street, James Mack, will be in Chicago at the Democratic convention, and we'll be reporting live there. We're getting everything situated, and all of our clearances are done, so we're good. We're going to be there, and we're going to be reporting live each and every day of the convention. And it's just an opportunity that we have that we're grateful for having. But we got to look at this now. These are there's some serious convictions that Mr. Menendez has. It says the following days of the proceedings, Menendez briefly addressed the reporters and gave his little spiel and everything, and said he didn't do it, and I'm going to appeal, and I'm going to do all this. And his wife is involved. Now, she was reaping the benefits too. Now, that she's not gone to court yet, and she has not been convicted of anything. But she is definitely a part of this, or she's not the mastermind. She's just someone that's behind the scene. But this is a well-known senator. This is a well-known senator that's been in the Senate a long time. So he knows the ropes. He knows what he's doing. He knows the ins and the outs. He knows where, as they say, where the treasure chest is and where the bodies are. So he knows what's going on. Have we put too much trust? What about our local officials? Are they paying attention? Are we paying attention to the people, or are we just using people for what we can get out of them? And it's just a sad indictment on our society, where we don't know what's going to happen the next election cycle or not, or we don't know if we're going to be standing or free as a people or not, or we have to fight to keep our rights that we have. We got some serious questions, not just questions, but we got some things that need to be answered. Some that need to be answered. We can talk all day, but these are some serious things that are going to affect us. This senator being out of the Senate, and with his ranking that he had that could really have helped New Jersey, he turned around and for a few crumbs and a few trinkets, turned his back on all his people, all them people that voted for him, all them people that believed in him. What about the kids that, I wrote about a politician. I said they were nice. His name was Emil Jones from Illinois. He was my state senator and my representative. He lived around the corner on a street called Low. For those of y'all don't know what Low is on South Side, y'all know where it is. So he lived over there, and he was really an advocate for education. He was Senate president, and so forth. So he reached some heights. He helped Barack Obama with his campaigns for senator and everything in Illinois. But he was and I wrote about him, just saying, I appreciate what he did and all these other things. And I looked up to him. Now, what about I saw something like this, or he did something like that, and I respected him like I respected him, what that would do? What does this do to the young people's minds when they think about government? All they say is government is just, that government is just, not working for them. So I didn't say that just for that. I said that because I wanted people to see that on both sides there's wrong. This man deserves every punishment he can get. You sold your soul for a few pennies. I don't care what party you're from. Corruption is corruption. It's just corrupt. And we got to be careful about the people that we select in these offices that we have. And we got to be aware of the tricks of the trade, and as they say, and the tricks that people try to do, because people will stab you in the back. They will do things to you, and then sometimes we bring things on ourselves that we can prevent from happening. What do you think in the chat? If y'all got something that you'd like to say, if you got a comment, or I would open up the open line if you all want to. If there's somebody that wants to do that, just indicate to me, and I'll put the link into the chat if you would like to come in. Like I said, I'd like to welcome everybody to the morning takeover. Don't forget, guys, it is a little relief from the heat here in the Mid-South, but then again, everywhere else we're experiencing some real hot weather around, so continue to stay vigilant for that. Another thing that really mesmerized me was the fact that how uninformed people are, how uninformed people are, and people tend to look at you and say, uh, that doesn't matter to me anymore. That doesn't matter. I don't have to worry about that. Politics is for the old people and all those other things. And the decisions that we have to make in this uh, life that we live as humans, as one of my friends would always say, something about these humans, they kind of, there's something wrong with them. We got conventions going on. We got people that are out there campaigning and saying this, and people doing this and doing that, and people selling us down the pike. Are we really, what's really going to happen? What's really going to happen with our future? Do we have a future? I'm not saying that we don't. I mean, really, what's going to happen with these decisions that we have to make in the next couple of months? We got to make those things up. But then we do have lives that we live. We got things that we do, and we got to continue. And hopefully, with the new direction that things are taking, I just want to chit chat with our family and just say to you that it's my job and my aim is to bring you information. That is the news, current events. That's to give you an opportunity to weigh in what I bring to you as a broadcaster. And that is my goal. The foundation of the morning takeover is to meet you in the morning, not only just give you news, but to inspire you too. So it's not all doom and gloom and things like that. We're adjusting. This is our 7th week. We've been on WKRA, and I'm really proud and thankful and grateful to our station bosses for what they do and how they have treated us and opened their doors up to me and allowed me to do what I do each and every morning. And I owe a debt of gratitude to all of the listeners and everybody, because something, we still got lives that we got to live. We got to take care of our families. We got to go to work. We got to do all these things that we got to do. We got hustle and bustle going on. But when you can sit down and come for an hour or so and sit down and just have a conversation about the things that are going on around about us and even in our communities, that is a blessing. That is a true blessing. And I'm going to open up the line. I'm going to let everybody, I'm going to see who's here, and I'm going to put it in the chat. I want to say thank you to everybody for your support and for all that you're doing. We got some great things getting ready to happen here at WKRA and at the morning takeover. I got in the chat now. Those of you that are looking on YouTube, there's a chat link that if you'd like to come in. I just want to know. I just want to know. We got so many, and it's not just politics. It's in everyday business, how we do each other and how we treat each other in business and how we treat each other as individuals. We don't want to help each other. We want to hurt each other. It's dog eat dog. And we can't live like that. I'm not saying everybody's going to think like me or feel like me. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that there got to be some good in somebody's life. Do we have to be cutthroat and cut each other down? We already in a hard place. We need to be trying to equip ourselves on how to live during these turbulent times that are coming. What do I need to do? How do I protect my family? How do I protect my finances? How do I protect the things that I hold dear to myself? You've worked all your life, and you've accumulated. You may have properties. You may have things that you want to keep. You need to know what's going on in the world. You need to know what's going on with your finances. You need to know. We got business owners out there. We got people out there that have various services and things like that. How do you survive in a time like this? We don't know what's coming. We don't know what's happening on the political front, but we got businesses, we got interests that we have. Where's your interest at? What do you want to do? So in the chat, in the YouTube chat, there is a there's a link that you can hit if you would like to come on and just give your opinion. If you want to talk about Brother Menendez, I mean, he's really that's just a disgrace, and he just disgraced himself and everything that he stood for just by taking and allowing himself to be the patsy to take this, and he was wrong, and he knew what he was doing. Or what about the police officers in that are coming to back up Milwaukee? And they had to and the person was unalive because they were in a threatening manner, and now they're trying to say that there's an invasion of police there in so many words. What do you have to say about the future? What do you have to say about what's going on and what's happening, and how is it affecting you? What can we do as a community of people that listen to our show and listen to the inspiration and information that we give, and what can we do to improve what you're doing? You know, what can we do? But I know that together, as we listen and as we give our thoughts and as we give our opinions, that's important. I want to hear what you got to say. I'm the man on the street. I'm James Mack, the man on the street. You have an opportunity to come on the show to do and to enjoy and right. And we need to be able to try to keep these rights that we have. We got to be able to keep them, keep the rights that we have. And one is the right you have is freedom of speech. You can speak as you want to. We're going to be looking at some more things that are happening in our society today and in the news. Like I said, the Republicans are doing their last bit of convention work by waiting for the acceptance speech of their nominees. They're getting ready for it. The vice presidential pick for the Republicans were picked already, so they got the voting and all those things out of the way. And we're going to be keeping an eye on. We're going to be keeping an eye on the Republican convention, and we're also going to, like I said, we're going to be preparing to go to the Democratic convention. I hope you all will tune in, and as we grow and as we grow together, I will give you the very best of news and information that you need. And I'm just excited. I'm excited about the future, and I'm excited about the things that are going on. Hey, you got to be careful also, folks, with making sure that you have your facts right. And you know how back in the day they used to talk, and people used to, you know, how they talk around the checkerboard or whatever the case may be, on the corner or whatever the case. And they'll be talking about somebody, and by the time it gets back to the person, it's a whole different thing. Get the facts right. Get the facts right. And we were suggesting that you read the 920-page dossier about the 2025 and everything. But I really want people was really saying, what is going to happen with our finances? And we're gonna answer that question for you in the coming few days. We're going to answer that question for you. You know, we got to make sure that what we have and what we're leaving our children, folks, is a legacy. We got to leave something. And we can't be upset about what's going on and what's happening with the political world. Yeah, we should be concerned and we should know. But then we do have an outlet. We got something that we can do. We can work right here in our own communities, wherever you live. Get involved with the school board. Get involved with the place that you need. You know, get involved with what you love. You know, and get involved. Get involved with where you at. You know, and tell the preacher he got to get involved. Reb, you want my tithes? You want me to give? You want me to do? Well, you got to get involved. You got to talk about the things that are going on out there in the community. It is my responsibility. It is my responsibility to make sure that I deliver that. And I hope that that for the coming weeks, we're going to be doing that. We're going to be doing what we have to do, and making sure, like I said, we get everything that we need to get, and there's just so much going on. That's crazy. Hey, I want to ask something. There's this new movie out that they call Divorce in the Black, or The Black Divorce, or something like that, something that Tyler Perry had came up with. I don't have the notes on it, but everybody's saying that it was nice. If you've seen it, say something in the chat about if you've seen it. They really talking about this movie. I haven't been to the movies in a long time, and I gotta, since the COVID and everything, but it's okay now. I think I can get it on another way, but I might want to go to the movies. Yeah, what is that? What is that movie? The title of the brand new one. I should know it by now. I should have asked about it. He got this new movie out, and here we go. All right. I want to know what he's up to. He's up to something, and he's got that new movie out, and there's so much talk about it. I'm not much of a celebrity guy, but I wanted to see what he's really talking about. Let me see. They always say I always get the names wrong and everything. That's all right. It's cool. It's cool. But he's got this new movie out, and they say that it's really, really good, and he's really doing some other things with 50 Cent and himself. They're doing some things. And Divorce in Black. Thank you. Divorce in Black. Why do you always say stuff is bad when it's black? you know, why do they say that? I'm sorry. Why do they say that? I just get a tickle. It just tickled me, the black cat, black magic, and, whatever the case may be. It's just one of those things. Yeah. I want to know something about they say that, I think that I like him, Tyler Perry, when he had his stage plays when they first came out, and they would go to the churches, and ask people to come and support, these stage plays and things. And he used to have these plays, and these people would sing, and it's like it was really a nice show. And he really got famous with that, with the church crowd. And then now he's a powerhouse. And I mean, you think about it. You come from humble beginnings. You're trying to help people. You got a whole staff of people. You got actors and actresses. You got to fly them and get them together. You got to pay Peter to pay Paul, or rob Peter to pay Paul, or whatever the case may be. All your finances is messed up. Your credit cards is maxed out, and you just trying to get a break. And then here you come as Mud Deer, and you just turn the whole world upside down. You put your disguise on, and man, when he came up with that character, there's no other character. I don't care. People can get mad and talk foolishness. There's no character like Tyler Perry. There's no, like Modea. Y'all know how y'all look at, y'all probably got the DVD. I still got the same DVD. I know it's on other things, but I got it. And he came out with this, and him and Mr. Brown, them got famous. And then you heard his wonderful wife, Take Me to the King. Take me to the King. I don't have much to bring. My my heart is broken, or something. I messed some people's song up like that. And we got a chance to meet his alter egos. He played different people, in different scenes. He was Mud Deer, then he was his brother, then he was the nephew, and he was this and that, and then he was the other guy, and just the talent that he had. And the reason that I bring that up is because, these major players in entertainment and what they have to go through. One day you're at the bottom, and the next day you're at the top. And I know that there was a lot of crabs in the barrel type of a thing. And I just want to see what that was, because y'all go see. They say that the movie is entertaining. I ain't hating on nobody. I think that if you, could take you out a day and go on out and enjoy yourself, and go to the movies and do some things. Let's get on out there and enjoy yourself. The Emmys are coming up. The Emmys, the primetime Emmys are coming up. I think they had the daytime. That was the ones with the soap operas and everything, and that was, all of y'all that used to watch it, all your children and all those other people. Um, the nominees they got some decent nominees. They said previous winners. They had Tony Hale and Cheryl Lee Ralph. Uh, uh, they got Beyonce on here doing something, so they're getting ready for the primetime Emmys, and that's going to be an interesting show. They got the comedy, and let's see who's nominated for what in these categories on the Emmys. Let's see what's going to happen. This is award season. They got the Stellar Awards that are coming up, and different things. They got Outstanding Drama, Limited Anthology Series, and Outstanding Talk Series. Let's look at who that. I got to check this out. I don't know who that is. They ain't showed me who it is. I wonder who's going to win the Emmy for the best talk show. I really want to know. I want to know. Maybe I want to know. See what's happening. But yeah, there's a lot of things that's going on in the entertainment world. A lot of movies that are getting ready to come out. They got some real excellent movies that are getting ready to come out. They say something with the Fast and the Furious. I heard. Now I don't know, and I'm not trying to get nobody no free advertising or anything like that. But they got a lot of good movies that are getting ready to come out. Something for you to entertain yourself. Stay in the cool weather and look at your movie and prop your feet up. Listen, you're listening to The Morning Takeover with James Mack on 92.7 WKRA. We're your station for inspiration and information. And we'll be right back. Just going to take a little break and then we'll be right back.
You're listening to The Morning Takeover with Wisdom's Daughter and James Mack on 92.7 WKRA FM, your station for information and inspiration. Breaking news, current events, and trending stories on The Morning Takeover at 9.
All right, we're back, and this is WKRA 92.7 on your FM dial. This is the Morning Takeover. I'm James Mack. I'm here, and we're enjoying this wonderful weather in the Mid-South and in our region. It's going to be a little cooler, so you all enjoy yourselves and take advantage of this. Maybe can get some yards. So it's been just extremely hot here, so you all be careful. We're going to be in the upper 80s, and we might even hit the lower 90s sometime today. Also, I wanted to remind you a programming note that in August we're going to be at the Democratic National Convention in Chicago, and I will be doing special reporting from the floor of the convention. I'm going to bring some other interviews. I'm going to extend the broadcast time on our streaming YouTube service. I'm going to extend the time there so that the people in the service area, the area that we serve, will see some of their representatives. You might be surprised at who I might see and who I might run into. Might run into the president. I'm not going to run into him, but I might see him. But I'm going to go. I'm going to be asking the pertinent questions that need to be asked. I want my answers. They have to answer too. They got a responsibility to us also. That they have to answer. You want my vote? You're gonna have to earn it. You better believe it. If that's the case, I'm not going to just give it to. Just let any old body just take advantage of my vote. I'm not going to have that to happen. Listen, I want to ask a question. We got also an update coming later. I think later tomorrow or either Friday. We should get some kind of indication from the Twintopias, the twins down that I saw as I was walking. There's some gracious people that will remain anonymous that really they're really happy and satisfied with what they have received, and I'm just grateful to all of you that that ask everybody that that participated in that to from my heart, I want to thank you. That's what I want to stand for. I want to stand for helping other people. And if we can, we can. They got some ideas that they have. We're going to be updating you on that later. If you have questions, anybody, wherever you're from, that you want me to ask, or if there's a person that you know that's affiliated with that convention or with that party, I'll find them. If they're there, I'm going to find them. Submit your questions to me. We're going to have, by soon as possible, we're going to have a place where you an email address where you can send all your suggestions, even for those inquiries about advertising time. There's some changes, there's some things that are going to be done, and I know that everybody is going to be happy with them. We want to improve, we want to advance and go forward and move forward with what we're doing, because I believe somebody is listening. And if somebody is listening, you at least deserve to get the finest information and inspiration from what we do. And I got some things up my sleeve. I got some great people that are going to be there and assisting and giving their suggestions on some things. I want your suggestion. What do you want the man on the street to talk about? Who do you want me to bring in or try to bring in, or what kind of experience that you want to have on the morning takeover? We're going to have one. We're going to really have one, and we're going to be able to just come together and each and every day and just find out what's going on, see what's happening, and move on forward and start a new day. And that's what I want to do. That's why I'm so grateful for the new backing, the new thumbnail that I have here. If you're looking on YouTube, you'll see it, and I'm going to put it out also with the station to let you see. That was a great design that was on. Now that's one, but the final design isn't done yet. It will be done soon. So I'm grateful for people that are working with me to improve and to enhance what we're doing. Listen, don't forget, get your questions together. I'm going to have a place for you to send your questions, your comments, and your suggestions. We also, like I said, in the chat, there is a link. If you have a question or something that you would like to say, you feel free to participate. I want to know what you think, and I want to know what's on your heart. We got a little time, and we can go on and discuss what you'd like to discuss on today. But like I said, we got to understand and realize that we live in a community of people that are unperfect. We live in a community of people that have all walks of life and backgrounds. We have people in our lives that have gone through changes and have really dramatically turned their whole lives around. There's grace, there's mercy. But you know something that really touches my heart when we show it, and we show it in a way that we can reach somebody else. If we can reach one person, two people, or whatever the case may be, or be good to the people if we be truly good to the people that's around us, we can make this place a better place. We may not get to everybody. We may not get a chance to do something for everybody or help everybody's situation. But that's that one thing that you might do might change somebody's life and may put a smile on somebody's face. Saying good morning is not going to hurt, and saying how you feel, and how you're doing, or whatever the case may be. It's nothing. It's not going to cost you anything to be nice. Also, a programming note, we're going to be having we're coming up on the election time, and we're right now we're talking and negotiating with people about their ads and everything, and they want to come on and everything. But like I said, I want our businesses to understand that when you advertise and when you go out and you promote your product and you get it out there so people can hear it, you'll be surprised where you get a sale from. So we're going to support each other. Those of you that have businesses and services, or you might have a favorite service or business that you might suggest to us, suggest them to come over here and start with the morning takeover. Sometimes you have to build and start over to build again. And no matter what happens, we're going to be dedicated to this cause and do what we need to do, and to bring you the very best. Listen, sports is coming up too in a little bit. All you football players and not players, people that want to be a football player, and we're right now we're in the baseball season. I think we're in the baseball season, and football is coming. Um, I am a diehard Bears fan. Forgive me. I know I didn't have to say that for no harassment or nothing like that. But they said that the new season is going to be 50 days. It's 50 days away, and they got 50 new players under the radar. So I don't know what y'all want to do. Y'all do what you do. Some people like the cheese heads. Like a friend of mine like the cheese heads, and some of them like Dallas, the folks, the Cowboys, and the Pittsburgh, and all them other people. Y'all get, and don't let them come to town, and you got a football town, and you do some tailgating. They said that they're going to really be really looking at some real good prospects for the new season that's coming up. So there's a lot to do. There's a lot to be done. There are a lot of plays, off Broadway plays that are coming. The Orpheum Theater is having some interesting plays. They had a wonderful concert series coming up, and get out and enjoy yourself. And we're going to make sure that everybody is aware of the things that are going on in the community. We're going to make sure that the very finest of what's happening around the country, wherever you are. Like I said, there are people all over the country that listens to the Morning Takeover, and I just want to thank you for just being here, not just for listening to my babble, but to participate. Like I said, you're all welcome to if you have a comment or a suggestion like you want to give on the air, you can. If you want to, feel free to. Don't be shamed. Don't be in the bushes. The link is in the chat of the YouTube. We're going to be working on also our request line and getting everything together. So there's some things that we got to get together. We got to make sure that everything is right and in order. And there's just some changes, some things that just need to be done. And I'm grateful for that happening. Once again, I'd like to say hello to everyone that is in the chat. Good morning to you. Y'all behave yourselves. I know that this still it is a work day, and we're going to be doing what we do. But listen, let me tell you something. Not to get off track and not to divert from what the real essence of why we do come on and why we do participate like we participate. Please don't forget that this is one of the most crucial times and crucial just times and events in our lives that we might see. And we got a chance to make a difference. And we got a chance to make a difference in a great way that we need to be able to continue to inform each other on what's going on behind the scenes. So that's why I'm going to the Democratic Convention. I'm going to ask some people some questions that want me to give them my vote. I want to get the right information to help us to sustain ourselves during the times that we go through. Like I said, you got businesses and services in your home, your family. You ought to be secured, and you ought to be able to have some kind of mechanism in place that'll take care of that legacy that you have and that you're building. So we're going to be doing that. We're going to be talking about the Essence Festival on tomorrow. They have some problems down there in New Orleans. I know that there's some people down there that I know, and I got a good friend down there in Louisiana. They're saying that the Essence Festival is taking away from the small businesses in that community, and we're going to delve into that to see what's going on. The Essence Festival, and I'm not trying to give them any, but whatever. But that festival that they're having is on a 30-year run. And it's they said that it wasn't good in the last couple of years as far as entertainment was concerned. But then they were talking about what was going on. So we're going to check out and see what's happening down there with our brothers and sisters down there, see what's going on down there. And we're going to also, there's a part of Project 2025 that I'm working to dissect from the 920 pages. There's some things that I want to share with you the possible changes that are going to be happening. We're also going to stay on top of our local story and within our region about the unalivement of a whole family, and what do we need to do when you get into a domestic situation. And we just want to bring some things out. So we're going to be having some guests that have come on that have some valuable information in the coming weeks and in the coming days, real soon, to give people an opportunity to get to the resources that they need. If you need help, you ought to be able to get it, and we should be able to get that word out to everybody. So next week we're going to really be rolling with some brand new things and some things that were really going to benefit our whole total community. Hey, listen, you're listening to the Morning Takeover on 92.7 WKRA FM. And I'm James Mack, your man on the street. One more time, we're going to take a little break, and we're going to come back and have some final remarks. If you do, we still got a little time. If you would like to come in, give your remark or your suggestion, or just want to say good morning or hello to somebody, in the chat you will find the link. So we're going to take a quick break and just take a little quick station break, and we'll be right back in a couple of minutes. This is the Morning Takeover.
You're listening to The Morning Takeover with Wisdom's Daughter and James Mack on 92.7 WKRA FM, your station for information and inspiration. Breaking news, current events, and trending stories on The Morning Takeover at 9.
And we're back. And again, let me remind you that we're moving and shaking. We're doing the things that we have to do. We got there's some new equipment that we have received that will give us an opportunity to do better what we're doing. I'm really grateful for it, and we're just making some wonderful changes. I hope that what we do each and every day is going to be of benefit to all of us. And like I said, we're going to be talking about the festival on tomorrow. We're going to also delve into some more of the essence, not really deep, but there's a part of that Project 2025 that I want to touch on, and I want to bring out. There's a lot of hidden details in there, and you really got to look inside it and read it. It is must read. Also, we're going to be talking about some upcoming possible upcoming events that are going to be going on in the Mid-South and around the country that you can participate in. We got to prepare. Kids are getting ready to go back to school, and we're going to have our very first annual. I got this idea from a dear friend of mine, and I'm going to be talking about this quite often. We're trying to there's a group of 25 young people that I know, and I see them each week, and where I go worship. And I'm not saying that you don't have your own places that you support, but I want to get 25 fully packed, clear, if we can, backpacks for these students that are getting ready to go back to school. I want the Morning Takeover crew. That's y'all, the crew, the secret crew, the people that support you. Ain't got to give you a name. We're going to have everything set up where you can do this. And I'm going to talk to my station bosses and some other people, and we're going to do something special for some students that just need a helping hand. They're not asking us to do anything, but we can help a parent that there are parents out there that it is hard to make ends meet, and we got to help. And I'm not doing this as a charity. I'm not doing this for nobody to pat me on the back. I'm not doing this for any other reason other than to help somebody. And we have some students that we want to let them know that we do care. We can expand it now, and we can do some other things, but let's see if we can get our goal. And we're going to start our goal We're going to start doing that on next week also, and you'll hear more details about that. We got to be good to each other. We got to help each other. We got to be there and do and uh, and just prop each other up. That's what community is all about. There are a lot of festivals that are getting ready to happen. There are a lot of blues festivals and music festivals that are getting ready to happen, and they're trying now to we're trying to get a lineup and a schedule on all of the events that are going on around about. If you have an event, if you have a function that you would like to be broadcast on the morning takeover, just get in touch with us. We're going to have the mechanism in place. I don't like to say it because we don't have it in place yet. I got to make sure that it's there, but it will be intact. And I want to thank you all for being here once again, to our loyal listeners and to the people that are supporting the morning takeover. You know, you got to crawl before you walk. You got to stumble before you get your balance. I'm getting my balance. I'm getting my balance to a point where I know that this is the gift that has been put into my hands, and then I have a responsibility to our listening audience to do and to have the integrity that I need to have. I want to say this in my closing on today. We talk about a lot of things. We talk about a lot of issues and people, and sometimes it gets heated. Sometimes it just drives a person crazy, and they think that there is no hope. But there is hope. There is hope, and then there is a refuge that we have. And don't fret, don't get upset. Just hold on, keep your faith, hold on. Things are going to be well. And we just have to stick together and take care of each other. And what I mean by stick together is show some kindness to someone, show some love to somebody, give somebody an opportunity to experience the things that we would like for them to experience in life. And it doesn't have to always be doom and gloom. We got to be informed, yes, but there's better that we should be. We should be a better people towards each other. We shouldn't be hating and ridiculing and bringing down, but we got to build up. We got to set the example that other people, the only good that some people are going to see is what's in our lives and what we do, where we stand, how we treat each other. We got to treat each other with love and respect. Yeah, I may be an optimist. I may be saying, okay, all these things is going to be a bed of roses and everything. Okay, yeah. But then I still just believe in the kindness of people. I believe in people that will reach their hands out and help somebody in the time of need. I believe that together we can make a difference. Together as an informed people. We got to come up from the bottom, and there's no other way. We've been on the bottom so long. People have been on the bottom. I didn't have the opportunities. There's no other way to go, folks, but up. We got to go up. We got to pull those that are there. We got to get their arms, get their hands, and take them too. We got to prop some people up. It may look hard. It may be difficult. We get sick and tired of people and what they do and all their foolishness. Our Ray and Pookie and our cousins and our nieces and all these people just going nuts. And we just see things that are happening. Somebody has to hold on. Somebody has to have the sense enough to say, hey, we got to go in a different direction. Our country is going into a direction that some don't know. We may not know everything, but with your informed audience, you're informed on what's going on. Don't stop living and don't allow anybody to stop you from living. Continue to do the things that you do and watch things work out. It's not all bad. It's not all bad. It's not terrible. So we don't have to bow our heads down and think that there's no hope. Just hold on. It's going to be okay. We're going to make it through. Listen, I'm here to also announce there's going to be some sections that we're going to be doing, and there's going to be some things that we're going to be bringing to the morning takeover. There's like I said, there's a little something that I want to do. It's not in production yet, but it's coming. I want to thank everybody's that have reached their hands out and gave me a message and said hello and I communicate and we talk. Hey, thank you for just your kindness and your friendship. Thank you for giving this guy an opportunity to just tell you and talk to you in the morning and tell you the things that's going on and what's happening. And the best is yet to come. Once again, WKRA has been a wonderful partner, and we're going to do everything we can to make this the number one station in this region. It will be number one, 92.7 on your FM dial. And, you know, we just want to shout out, hey, Miss Archery, you doing all right? And to the wonderful Archery family and to everybody that's working and the staff of the hardest working radio station in the Mid-South. They work and they be popping. I mean, they be doing what they do. So I'm just glad to be a part of them. I thank you for what you've done and how, like I said, you have supported our efforts in helping the twins. Again, thank you. Thank you for encouraging each other each and every day, speaking to each other each and every day. And things are going to be well. And let me leave with this point as we depart on today. Nobody can keep you from your dream. Nobody can keep you from succeeding in life. Nobody can keep you from the good that's coming your way. For what's for you is for you. And if you stand up and do what's right and treat people right and go on your way, looking around and seeing that what you've done, you did your very best. You're not perfect. Nobody's perfect. Everybody had faults and failures. But I just want to say, hang in there because the best is yet to come. Don't get mad. Don't get upset. Don't get disturbed. Just stand still. Stand still and watch the peace come. Stand still and know within your heart that your intentions are right. Good will always follow you. I'm James Mack. I'm your man on the street. The morning takeover, 92.7 on your FM dial, WKRA, the best station this side of the Mississippi. Listen, information and inspiration, people helping people. Until tomorrow on an improved morning takeover, I'm James Mack. I'm out of here for the morning. Good morning to everybody.
You're listening to The Morning Takeover with Wisdom's Daughter and James Mack on 92.7 WKRA FM, your station for information and inspiration. Breaking news, current events, and trending stories on The Morning Takeover at 9.